What's happening, you guys? Alright, today is the 13th of July. It is, 2:20, a little after in the afternoon. We are currently heading northbound on Interstate 95 in the Savannah, Georgia area. And I don't think this guy's going to be nice and let me over. We'll stay here, I guess. Back it off a little bit. Alright, we're going to be picking up a load today at the Americold facility here in Bloomingdale, Georgia, which is right over here on the west side of Savannah. Alright, so you see my Jeep, my Google wants me to get off here at State Route 204. That is not the way I'm going to go. I might be able to go that way legally, I don't know, but the customer is real close to I-16, and I had already pre-planned on taking 95 up to 16 and using the I think it's the Old River Road exit. It should be like the third exit after I'm on 16. Yeah, I did my homework there, so I'm pretty sure it's Old River Road. That's the name of the street. We'll just get off there and here, let me change that, because I don't care what the map wants me to do. I'm gonna go my way. I'm in a truck. Let me take a look. That's a 2-lane road. I don't want to go that way. Why would I do that if I don't need to? Let me get slid over here for this on-ramp traffic. I gotta be careful with these 3-lane areas though, because I did this earlier. I moved I don't know, about half an hour ago. I was in the right lane. I had to wait for a car to go around and get by me in the middle lane so I could move left for a Jeep that was on the on-ramp. And while I'm in the middle of my lane change, I'm already halfway over there. This blue pickup in the number 1 lane decides he wants to come over at the same time and without paying any attention to the fact I'm already halfway into the lane. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It helps when you're paying attention, and I had my turn signal on before I even started to come over. Alright, anyway, we are deadheading up here from Thomasville, Georgia. Hopefully you saw that video. After I mentioned, actually at the end of that video, I started making my way down to Midway, Florida, to the Flying J over there. Ended up spending the night there in Midway. It was in the wrong direction by 40 miles, but it was alright. I needed a shower, and the only place I had shower credits at was Pilot the Flying J. And it was, actually it didn't matter if it was Love's, Pilot Flying J, TA, Petro, whatever. That was the closest truck stop of any kind, except for the small ones that don't even have showers. So decided to go there. Ended up working out because my trailer absolutely had to be washed out. It had a bunch of blood from the load that I was hauling there, and then like just two properties over from that Flying J is the guy who does mobile washouts. Not the cheapest in the world, but it's not the worst either. $60 to get washed out, but he was able to just come right up behind my trailer where I was already parked and then just wash it out from right there. Oh, it was great. Worked out perfectly. Alright, so we had a deadhead. From there, I could have deadheaded across I-10 over to I-95, but I ended up deciding to take US 221 up to, what is that street called? I forget. And then take US 84 across from there through Valdosta, Georgia, and then I forget the name of that other town, but I basically ended up getting onto US 82, taking 82 across the 95. I don't know. All things considered, wasn't that bad a route, but it got delayed because I sat for 20 minutes for a train that was blocking Highway 84 right there in Valdosta, just east of I-75. And I even got to thinking, why did I even take the take 84 straight across. I didn't realize it was that short a trip to get over to I-75 and come up if I wanted to go that way. I don't know. I'm absent the train. I might have been able to save myself some time doing that, but whatever. Such is life. It was a good. It wasn't too bad a route otherwise. I cut off quite a few miles from taking I-10 straight over to 95. That was going to be about a 300-mile trip had I stayed on the big roads. And I always get to see some of the smaller towns and stuff, or other scenery you don't get to see when you're on the interstate. So I don't mind that so much sometimes. All right, we're a mile away from I-16. Of course, this is the terminal. The eastern terminus of I-16. We'll get on to the westbound, and like I said, just 3 exits away. Alright. So there's something I can talk about here. It's some issue that got brought up in one of our Facebook groups, our company Facebook groups. Alright, so the issue got brought up about how and why we're getting paid detention pay the way we are. Now, I know there were some complaints recently, chiefly among legacy JCT drivers, about not getting detention pay in a timely manner. I haven't really been having any problems with that myself. I've been regularly every week seeing detention pay. Oh, actually, I'm not at the terminus. 16, though. I thought it terminated right here in Savannah. Okay. I lied. Anyway, we're gonna get on the westbound side. So I know there were some issues there, mainly because mainly when JCT was getting absorbed into Hirschbach, might have been a spike in demand with the same manpower available to work on it, if I had to guess. Yeah, I know there were delays there, because I know a couple of my friends were complaining about not getting detention pay at all or in a timely manner, and I think they eventually did start getting it. Watch, this guy is not going to let me over. Oh, no, they actually are, okay. Just remember, in these situations, exiting traffic has right of way over entering traffic. So that was actually played out properly. And they were behind me anyway, so it didn't matter. Alright. But I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really seeing any problems there. But now, here's the other thing, that an issue got raised, but I don't think really needs to be an issue. Or maybe not, I don't know. So JCT, before we got absorbed, the detention pay policy was 2 hours after your appointment time. You have to show up on time, which is standard with any carrier. Once you've been there for 2 hours past your appointment time, you start collecting detention pay at a rate of $40 per hour. Hirschbach does it a little bit differently. They do it 40% of whatever they charge the customer. Well, here's the problem. So we had a couple of drivers in our Facebook groups complaining about, I don't know how much the rate is or whatever, and like they think they're getting cheated or something out of detention pay. And I'm like, well, how do you figure? Because we were getting $40 an hour at JCT, and now it's like 40% or whatever, and I don't think it's fair, because I should be getting all the detention pay. And I'm like, well, how do you even know what Hirschbach's even charging the customers themselves? I'm sure JCT was charging the customers more as well. It's still, my truck has JCT written on it, not my name. It has John Christner Trucking written on it. And then when I eventually get to a terminal, it's gonna get changed where it says Hirschbach on it. It's not my truck. Just because I'm leasing to own it doesn't mean that it is it is not my property. I don't have the title on this truck yet. And as long as it's the title is under someone else's name, it's their asset. It's their revenue generator, and it's their it's their source of income also. Why should the driver get 100% of detention pay when the carrier is the one putting the money out for? They're the one taking the financial risk, buying the truck so you can even have a truck to drive, and and also their revenue generating source is being held up for making money as well by being detained. So why shouldn't they have something to show for it too? And also, complaining about $40 an hour versus 40%, saying, "Oh, this is not fair. This is bullshit." Okay, do you realize that at 40% rates, this is just simple math here, guys. You can always figure out what rate the carrier needs to be charging the customer at per hour in order for you to still be getting $40 per hour detention yourself. And it's real simple math here. It is 40% of 100 will get you $40 an hour. So if the carrier is charging the customer $100 per hour or more for detention pay, then that means you, the driver, are still getting paid $40 or more per hour for detention pay yourself. So, but people don't know what actual rate Hirschbach is actually charging the customers. I don't know what it is. I don't pay. I could figure it out, but I really don't care enough. I see the detention pay show up on my settlements. Most of the time, what I get is nothing I'd complain about. So, like, I knowing what places I've been long enough to get detention pay at all, and seeing what I'm actually seeing on my settlements for detention pay, it's like I didn't know that I would have even gotten that much, to be honest with you. But there are some that I've gotten $100, $200 detention amounts when I didn't even know that I was supposed to get that much. So it kind of makes me wonder, are they actually charging even more than $100 to the customer? I don't know. But if I really wanted to scrutinize, okay, I could look at whatever this particular load is, look at what my appointment time is, what time I actually left that customer, and do some math there to figure out, well, this calculates to, I don't know, we'll just say $120 an hour that they're charging the customer. 40% of that is, it's just 12 times 0.4. So that's it's $48 an hour. It's even better than $40 an hour if it is at that rate. But I'm just throwing numbers out here, so I don't know what the actual rate is. Again, I'm not complaining at all about what I'm actually seeing on my settlements when I do get detention pay. So I don't know what the big deal is, why people complain about that kind of stuff. Know your numbers before you complain. And here's part of a lot of this has to do with just the built-in mistrust that drivers tend to have for carriers, always thinking that carriers are trying to pull fast ones on them. Yeah, there are some unscrupulous and greedy owners and business managers and whatever out there that cheat people, like Enron, Neiman. What was that other one? Not Neiman Marcus, but brain fart on the name of that company. But anyway, yeah, people just have a natural inherent distrust for companies, and always think like it's like shoot first and ask questions later about if hey, you're screwing me over. I think you're screwing me over just because I don't trust you. Instead of doing the math yourself and figuring it out, or having an open mind on why would the company be doing this, or why would they be doing that, or whatever, and thinking about some of the other ins and outs. So I asked this one particular driver who said that they should be getting 100% of detention pay. I would say put this shoe on the other foot. If that was your truck, you owned it, and you had someone else driving it for you, would you feel the same way if your revenue generator was being held up by a customer and you were expected to pay every penny of that detention pay to your driver and you don't get any of it? Does that sound right? I seriously doubt that you would be you would think that's fair at all if you were the business side of it. So don't sit here and complain that you're not getting 100% of the detention pay. Same with the fuel surcharge and stuff. Like, that was another common complaint that people had with JCT is, because the fuel surcharge amount that we get paid, and everyone always thinks yeah, you should be getting 100% of the fuel surcharge. Well, there is no 100% of the fuel surcharge. What that is there's a formula with certain parameters that are put in it that the carrier will charge the customer, and 100% of the FSC only means that the carrier is going to pay the driver 100% of whatever they're charging the customer. That's it. There is no 100% of fuel surcharge. It's a standard formula that is used, but different parameters that are put into that formula by different carriers. But trying to get other people to understand that, and I know old school truckers, you're a fucking idiot. No, when you're an owner op, all the money goes to you, and you're not paying any a dispatch or whatever because you're booking your own damn loads with your own equipment. Of course you're getting 100% of the fuel surcharge, but where's this table at that you're getting that info from? And how's that table calculated? There's always some logic to that. That table is calculated a certain way. It's even on the EIA.gov website. They're the ones who handle fuel, and where the national average price of fuel comes out, and also is how the fuel surcharge rate is determined. But so JCT, they always had it they had a few different formulas they used. It was the same basic formula, it's just what parameters they threw in there. What mile per gallon rate and what dollar per price per gallon is expected that the driver is going to pay at that mile per gallon rate, basically. Okay, we're going to be making a left turn real soon here, as you see here. There's going to be a guard shack up here. This will be my first time coming to this customer. I do expect that it's going to be a drop and hook pickup, though. My load assignment did show the code for that it's preloaded, so I'm guessing it's already ready to go. I don't know, though. I don't trust that's actually the case, but I have my reefer unit turned off because I'm expecting it to be a drop and hook because my load info says that it is. Alright, so you guys just don't be in such a push to be suspicious or accusatory, because then when you're not doing the numbers like that, it's going to make you look like the fool because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Alright, truck's on the left lane here. Looks like I don't know, looks like it might be a pretty nice sized room here. I don't see any Hirschbach or JCT trailers here yet, though. Oh, I see a JCT in the dock door up there, okay. Trying to see if there are any. I can't see through these this other row of trailers. I have no idea if there's going to be any more trailers on the other side of this drop lot here. So alright, we'll get checked in here and we'll figure out what's going on. Alright guys, we are checked in and we're going to be dropping this trailer in spot 332 over here on the right. Lady here in the guard shack, yeah, I don't know if you might have seen her there a second ago. She's very nice, pretty helpful. So what we're gonna do is drop our trailer, and then our loaded is actually still sitting in the dock door right now. Oh, looks like okay. 332 is gonna be over here. Do I have enough room to do a U-turn setup? I don't know. It's kind of a little on the iffy side. We'll give it a try. Yeah, I think we'll have room here. It'll be tight, but I think there's room. Okay, as soon as I see the front of that Walmart trailer, 2 spots past is what I'm looking for. See why I love doing U-turn setups? They're easy. If you just know the fundamentals, they're really easy to do. When I was a trainer, I would teach my trainees this maneuver, and they tended to love it. They tended to actually seek out spots that were just so they could do this kind of a backing, because they found them so easy to set up. But most people don't even know how to do them. Okay, I think I'm disconnected now. Let's see. Yep, we're disconnected. Okay, so our loaded trailer is not ready yet, but it is in the dock door. And I saw it's that same trailer, that JCT trailer I told you I saw sitting in the dock door. That's the same one we're going to be parking in front of right now and waiting it in. She gave the shipping office my number, so whenever the load is ready to go, they'll give me a call and tell me I can dock out, or well, not dock out, but I guess over here by door 101 is where the shipping office is at. We'll get our bills from there over here by where the shack driver's at now. And we'll head back out. Is this a two-way lane or a one-way lane? It kind of, I get the impression it should be one-way, but I don't know. Either way, we're going to be, right next to this other hearse block here. Always back with windows down as a reminder, so that way if anyone's trying to walk by and they need to yell at you, you can hear them. Okay, so that door light is green, which means one of two things. Either they are already done loading me, but the bills are not ready yet, or they haven't even started to load yet. I don't know which will be the case, but we'll see how it goes. It is 2:52 p.m. right now. I have 1600 pickup time, so I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too long. Alright guys, we're done loading. I think they were mostly done by the time I even got here, but maybe they never turned the door light red like they were supposed to. I don't know, but oh, shut up. Alright, I still gotta get my trailer doors closed. I tried, but I couldn't while I was next to the other driver. So we'll go ahead and come on over here. Get out of the way. Yeah, I already slid the tandems back to where I want them. pretty close to the California hole. We're not going to California with the load, but I'm near California, we'll just say. I don't think it's going to be a problem either way. Okay, right here sounds good. We get the doors shut, and the seal is inside the trailer. Just got to grab it and install it before we get to the guard shack. Alright guys, let's go check out now. I couldn't make the left turn out of there, so that's why I came right instead. I even had to verify that there was a way to get over here to this lane before I got out of the dock door. But with that, the high reach over there and yeah, the truck to my left, there was no way I was going to make the turn out to my left. Alright, it's not a extremely heavy load. It's 31,912 pound load. I don't even know what it is. Sorted foods or whatever, but the temperature is really weird too. 45 degrees. Like, not too often. I don't really get loads that have that kind of temp requirement. What on earth is it? I saw an assortment, but okay, I see onions. Onions and mangoes, or mangoes, as many of you guys will call them. I'm not surprised it's onions with the temp, because usually that's the only fruit that I do that is anywhere near that temp. Most of the produce that I haul is in low to mid 30s, where the temp needs to be. Onion loads that I've done in the past, I usually want them around 50 or so. Alright, we're going to check out and yeah, we'll walk the bills in. Oh, okay. Let's see if they give us a thumbs up or. Need both copies or just the one? Huh? You want both copies or just the one?
No, both of yours. I think it's right.
Thanks, you too. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to send my loaded call. I can tell from my gauge here that I'm okay, and my weights are the last pallet's not even that close to the back of the trailer, and it's not a tall one either, so I seriously doubt I'm going to have any issues there. So we'll just go ahead and load out. Normally you don't want to send a loaded call until you've already scaled the load, but this weight and what I'm seeing on the gauge and what I'm seeing inside the trailer, they jive with what the bills say, so from what I can tell. So, alright guys, we are ready to roll here. I guess at this point we'll just tell you where we're going next. This load will be going to the Walmart Distribution Center in New Albany, Mississippi. I just did a 30-minute break in New Albany a couple of days ago, actually, on my way down to Thomasville. I've never been to that Walmart DC before, but I'm sure it's like any other Walmart DC, so probably will not be vlogging it. Because you see one Walmart DC, you probably see them all for the most part. Unless it's Colton, then there's always some, you never know what kind of fun stuff you're gonna run into there. Alright, I'm gonna let this pickup go by and then I'll go. So I'm having issues with this particular trip with the onboard navigation, the Helios. I couldn't get it to route me to here because it thought the only way over here was on a restricted road. And it's telling me that the route to Walmart in New Albany is also a restricted road. Not that I really need it. I already know how to get there. Just take I-16 over to I-75. And then go up, which is, I think that's Macon right there. And then take I-75 north and up to the 285 loop in Atlanta. And then take I-20 across to Birmingham. And then take I-65 north, just a short distance from Birmingham. And get on I-22 westbound toward Memphis from there. And New Albany will be a lot right there along I-22 on the way to Memphis. It should only be about maybe a 500 or so mile trip, something like that. It's due on the 15th at like 2 something in the morning, so I won't have any problems getting it there. I'm running on recaps, or I will need tonight's recaps to run it to get it there. But I'll have all day tomorrow to get it there as well. So it's not really a problem at all. And it's one of those, I'm running my hours down. I know a lot of drivers probably be bitching about, oh, that's only an 800 mile load. That's not crap. Yeah, well, how much dwell time do I have, and how much time on my 70 do I have to work with to do anything anyway? I'll probably run most of my, a good chunk of tomorrow's recaps down by the time I get there, because what I have now is not enough. And I'm only getting, I think, about, all week long, I'm only getting between 6 and 9 hours of recaps every single day this next week. So, yeah, I don't see that being an issue. I'll probably be down to like 4 or 5 hours left on my 70 by the time I get up there. And get another set of recaps in right before I deliver, and probably have just enough to run a full shift. Why do I need to complain? I don't. Other people will find reasons to complain about that, but I won't. So, alright, anyway, that's what's up. Hope you guys enjoyed. So, yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing. The next vlog will probably be whatever I pick up after the Walmart DC in New Albany, okay? Y'all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you got some good info. We'll see you guys on the next one.